The future in technology. Technology has changed a lot in the last 100 years, said Nate. He and his friend Carrie were standing in the technology museum. They were really interested in those sorts of things. Not just hardware, but also software, he continued. On the hardware side, we've got hover trains and hover cars. Well, they've had to stick to railway tracks and roads. Then nearly everyone walked around with smartphones in their hands, pockets, or bags. Nowadays, we've got a chip in your wrist that projects everything in front of you, and additionally, a chip in your head that can take snapshots of what your eyes see. Nate carried on. And on the software side, we've got Community, which is basically all of the old social media pages combined, added Carrie. So, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and the rest of the gang. At that moment, they passed a Tesla Model 3 facelift from 2020 that was on show. The cars looked so weird, said Nate. When they came out of the museum half an hour later, I saw a bunch of girls huddled up together in a tight circle, giggling about something. What are they looking at? Asked Nate, with a tone of curiosity and annoyance in his voice. Probably the newest community post from Austin Blake, answered Carrie. Ugh, said Nate with a wrinkled nose. What? He's kinda cute, and you're just jealous. Carrie shot at him. Am not, answered Nate, sounding slightly offended. Both stared angrily through the Unicity. Then Nate looked at a holographic board which was advertising the newest Marvel movie. That never gets old, he said, grinning. Boys, said Carrie, rolling her eyes. What? You girls of Austin Blake? We boys like video games and movies. Not just any movies, said Carrie. Yeah, no, not just any movies. Ever since Disney, Warner, and Sony were forced to build a streaming platform for all movies and shows for just 10 credits a month. Of course, that knocked every other streaming platform out of the race. Yeah, well, while you concentrate your time on trashing your brain with all that sci-fi crap, I like to concentrate mine on important things, said Carrie. Like what? Makeup? Austin Blake? Said Nate in a mocking voice. School, she said, correcting him. School? He said, sounding a little outraged. Yeah, school, said Carrie with determination. Well, it gets pretty boring once you get used to having to use creativity while learning stuff, said Nate in a convinced tone. Oh, well. Oh, yeah? Well, what job would you like to practice later in life? Asked Carrie with a raised eyebrow. I don't know, maybe filmmaker or director, something like that. Well, what's needed for that? She asked, opening her holo tablet. Math, English, some simple understanding of physics. Easy, I have good grades in those fields. Well, I seem to remember you having a C- in your last English test. Well, someone dictating stuff to me will most likely not be part of that job, and a C- isn't that bad. I've got a B+ in math and physics, so yeah. Okay, you've got a point. In that moment, they entered a hover train station. Do you want something from the store? A bottle of water would be great. She nodded. Okay. 10 minutes later, they held their arms under a chip reader of the store robot to transfer the necessary credits for a bottle of water and a bottle of soda. These store robots look a lot like battle droids from Star Wars, said Nate. Yeah, well, I wouldn't know what that is. Really? You haven't seen Star Wars? Asked Nate. I've told you about 1,000 times in the last 3 years of our friendship. No. Okay, I know what we're doing tonight, said Nate, holding his wrist under the chip reader of the hover train inspector robot. What? Asked Nate. Watch Star Wars. And so they did. Look, I know this was something completely different. You are mostly used to having tech reviews or videos where I sit in front of a camera talking about other cameras, but out of some special circumstances regarding school where I personally thought myself unable to shoot a normal video and thought myself responsible for putting a video where I read a short story that I wrote myself to you, to just put it out there to see what you guys think and maybe to get some feedback, which would be really helpful. So if you have some honest criticism, please feel free to put it down into the comments. And if you like this short story, I would really appreciate it if you would just drop a like and subscribe to this channel. Also, activate the bell notification. And I'm still not really sure if this was the right decision to just put it out there. But I need a bigger audience that when it comes to reading these sorts of things. These sorts of things normally are only I normally only read them to maybe my teachers, my classmates, my parents, and so this just needed to get out there to see what you think, and maybe I'll do more of this in the future. That's it, guys. If you like this video, as I said, drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram. The link's in the description below, and it's free. So see you next time, and bye.